Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and here I have a great article for you guys from Yahoo Finance. I will leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. So AT&T is a third-placed network according to analysts now. Is AT&T's network really that bad? Probably not, right? I don't know about the whole debate between who's first, second, and third, right? Even in the wireless space, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Just like in any other competitive sport, a team has to win and one team has to lose. So in this case, this might be AT&T being put into third place by analysts. And pretty soon, that will start to become the perception. So NISPOL, I hope I said that right, identifies AT&T as a third place network in the wireless space, preferring names like Verizon and T-Mobile. He highlights Verizon's, I don't agree with this one, Verizon has a turnaround story with a consumer business experience and resurgence since the appointment of a new CEO at the company. Again, the consumer business, it's been struggling. They had 1 quarter of growth, and they're getting ready to very likely post a loss. So, I don't really agree with that one. And NIPSPOL, I hope I'm saying that right, also considers T-Mobile a top call due to the organic growth performance of the business, stating you can't find that type of growth among traditional communication service stocks. So they're all about the growth here. From a networking perspective, I feel, as I said in another video, T-Mobile has about another 18 to 24 months to go to really close that coverage gap. They now compete in about 70% of small market rural areas. So they have another 30% to go. And that 30% will come from additional growth in the network and scale. And it will come, but it's going to take them a little bit more time. But AT&T might be fine with being placed as a third place network. They may be okay with that. They continue to grow. Their fiber is going at a solid pace. And that might be okay for AT&T. Now, of course, some of you guys, the wireless enthusiasts, you will knock AT&T for it. You will say, hey, AT&T doesn't have as much mid-band. They're not moving as fast. They lack densification at the metro core. They're better in rural. Some of you might say that. I might see that in the comments. But, there's more and more articles coming out that place AT&T as the third network. So the interesting part about it is AT&T does have a fairly high CapEx, but they've been having to split that CapEx between its different business units, fiber, wireless, and some other, global business units. Also, we got to keep this in mind, right? Before when they were investing heavily into media, which took a good chunk of CapEx, they also have a network in Mexico that requires capital. It might not be as much as what they spend in the U.S., but you gotta keep in mind that does take away from the overall CapEx that they invest on an annual basis. So even if it's just $1 billion or $2 billion that they put into Mexico, that's still $1 billion or $2 billion that they're not spending in the U.S. And then before, I have been told in the past when they had media, right, when they had DirecTV and Time Warner, besides the fiber spend, AT&T would spend as much as, $6-7 billion annually for original content for those platforms, for HBO Max and DirecTV. So we gotta keep that in mind, that AT&T wasn't just a mobile focused player, and the network could have possibly suffered because of it in form of the densification and maybe more sites needed in some areas. It could have suffered because of that. And now, there is a bit more focus going on to the wireless network, but now they're spending it on fiber, they're spending it in Mexico, and they're spending it on some other business units as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think AT&T is a third place network. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.